So, hi there. Good morning, day, and night, wherever you are in this world that where we live in. My name is Mira. Good to see you today. Thanks for coming to my channel. Today, I would like to talk about people have issues that, including me myself, long time ago. Why can't we save? You know. So I want to talk about saving therapy. It's not theory. It is not some ideas. It is the truthful. It's a therapy that we can make it happen. So I want to start addressing that we usually come up with at the end of the month and we say, oh, where the money go, or even in the middle of the month we say, where the money go, or the year at the end of the year we say, wow, that year went so fast, we didn't get to save any money. Well, let's talk about this. If you are one of those, or if you trying to increase your saving, or whatever level you are in the saving journey, this video is one of the favorite things that I'm gonna do it, because I feel like we gotta get the basics right. Otherwise, how we get to the top of the mountain, right? Number one is that before I even go there, I want to say saving sound like intimidating, terrifying, and it could be like sometimes it could be scary that, oh my God, can we ever see the green light at the end of the tunnel, right? So I'm gonna start saying this. Let's start with, there are three parts that I'm gonna talk about today. So number one is that combination of these three things. Out of these three things, there's a one part, and the second part will be third part, right? The first part is combination of three things. One is that believe in magic. Without believing great things, if we are just disbelieving ourselves, we will never get to the point that where we need it to be. So believe in the magic. Number two is doing the right things. Doing the right things mean whatever job that you are doing, or whatever position you are in this world, or wherever learn the country that you are in right now. If you happen to watch my video, I'm just letting you know that please do the right things. Money and nothing can buy you. Nothing. Do the right thing always. Number three is do more than what you pay for. What you got paid for. For example, this thing is extremely important. Like, I know people have a different job. I'm not talking about what position or job. Whatever job that you are holding in your life, please do more than what you get paid for. It could be like, there are sometimes people asking, what can I do this? Even though you might be knowing the answer, you just push it down and answer at a very low answer. Please don't do that, because it will not be helpful for the universe. So whatever job I was in, I came here to the United States. I didn't know anything. I didn't know Excel sheet. I didn't know really nothing. I don't know about 401k, nothing is data, 000. And I actually work in different corporate, and I stay late. I work harder. I go on the weekend. I'm not saying you have to do exactly like what I did, but I actually pay for me, because me didn't have any background of it. I actually like push it into the place that I needed to be, because I know how to type, at the time when I came to US. But the first time I got my laptop was when I'm like arriving to Thailand, I never able to see the laptop in my life, never own it. So my point is that I did everything more than what I got paid for. So then I earn more than what I even deserve. So what I'm saying is just do everything that you could the moment that you are being assigned. It could be a person asking you. It could be you're hearing something, just say it. Nothing costs you anything extra just because you're saying something nice and the right thing. After you do that three things, when you got the basics right in your heart and in your brain, you're gonna do the next step, which is we're going to dissect monthly. We're gonna do it weekly. We're gonna even do it daily. So let's say you could be like working for like hourly salary, or you could own a business. You're doing seasonal job. Whatever job that you're doing, go and look at that line and see what is your budget line. To see, okay, you're going to grocery shopping. You're going to fill in your gas. You're going to like, are you going to McDonald's often? Are you going to the Starbucks often? Are you going to buying the more other processed food often? You go in the grocery store 3 times a week. I don't know what it is. You have to look at it and then see the budget line and see what is that, understanding that first. Number 2, and what do you buy every week? What are you buying every week? You buying to 3 times at the Starbucks, or are you buying 3 times at the McDonald's? That's already been how many dollars, you know? And then look at that. Where does the money actually go? Daily and weekly. When you know this number, it will actually shock you. You're like, oh my God, that's what I'm doing. And sometimes there's a little bonus, is a miscellaneous line, or personal, people usually call it personal, or it could be like miscellaneous. Anything that we cannot identify it, we just put it in the black hole and say miscellaneous, personal. What is personal? Personal mean everything, you know. Miscellaneous mean everything. Why can't we separate into it? So I never have a personal. I do have a personal. I'll tell you what is it. Miscellaneous, I never have it. Personal mean, like, what I mean is like, it could be, I need a new bra. I really need it. Or maybe I'm needing socks. I'm just making it up. You know, I don't need socks in Florida, you know. In St. Louis, I need a sock because it's so freezing cold. So that kind of thing, you know. Or I need a socks for my son. I need a sock for my husband, you know, stuff like this. Those are in a personal, and I keep it like a household / personal. If you look at my backward budgeting, you can see the household / personal. That is when I put my stuff in it. Those are like mostly exactly, what is it sound? Personal to me is like buying shampoo, you know, buying the toilet paper. Other than that, nothing is personal. It's like prescription. Okay, prescription. Vitamins, there is a vitamin line for it, you know. I save up money for that line. I think you can see that. I'm not reviewing this whole video about it, but I'm just saying, like, you really need to know where the money is. Look at the budget line, look at the weekly where the money is going, and look at what you buy in it, you know. After you do the second part of it, now you understand, you have a basic, strong, mentally, you have a heart and mind set up already, and then you're already looking at the numbers, you understand what's going on, and then we're gonna go to third level. Third level is gonna be like this, very simple. Don't freak out. Hang on there, you're gonna get there, I promise. And third one is that, can you make it frequent, less frequent? Like, for example, you know what, I can tell you that humans are habit of nature or habit, whatever that is. My point is that if you go to classroom, you sit in the same spot, do you? I mean, that's what I used to do. If you go to movie theater, you like to sit right in the middle or at the end of the table. If you go to airplane, you say you're like out person, or you're in the window person, you're in the middle person. I don't usually see a person who like to say middle person. They usually sit in the window. They usually sit by the aisle, right? So what person are you? Are you window person or are you aisle person? So whatever that is, can you make it less frequent? I'm not asking you to change those habit of yours. I'm asking you to change habit of your spending money, so that way you can save more money, right? So can you go less to Starbucks? Can you go less to McDonald's? Can you go less buying tops every week? I don't know how many people can buy a top or a clothes every week. I cannot. I'm not buying it. So that is number one, less frequency. Number 2 is, can you cut it off totally? Like, for example, I love Costco. Costco is not paying for this anyway. I love Costco because I used to go to Costco all the time. Not all the time, every weekend with my family. This is like our little trip, you know. We go to Costco every Saturday. We live like 7 minutes from it in the past. We go there and we have eating samples. We look around and we just enjoy it's like our little picnic, indoor picnic. And then we air conditioning. And then after that, we end up buying so many things. Like we think, okay, that's what we needed for my son. Okay, this one, I need to keep it as a gift for whoever that is. Oh, this is a good price. Okay, let's do it. You know what? It ended up with all this like $100, $200. I said, oh my God. At some point, I look at the second step. I say, oh my God, what am I buying at Costco every week? I don't go to Costco every week, but I think every other week I usually go there. That's really, really, really bad for me. So from then on, since we moved to Florida, we still go to Costco in Sarasota, but it is like kind of like a long trip for us and cost money. And I we decided, you know what, me and my husband decided we're gonna cancel the Costco, which we did, and then we're not going there. So we actually totally cut it off the Costco. But doesn't mean we will never go back. I think we're gonna go back there, but every like 3 months or something. So we're not going every week or every month anymore, you know. So we just cut it off it totally right now until next year, because then it will be coming to where we live in. So that we're not poor area, it will be a little bit much more closer, and then we don't have to spend too much of gas. So that part. Third part is, can you substitute? Hey, look at me, I'm Asian, right? So born in Burma, live in Thailand, and live, you know, growing up in adulthood in the United States, right? So my point is that, can I substitute what I like? Trust me, there are withdrawals. Like I have like, oh my God, I love this Asian fruits and vegetables. I cannot eat it. I cannot buy it. I don't know what to do with it. So like, I have to substitute it. For example, I'll tell you what. Green, what do you call that? Green Chinese broccoli, you call it. And I couldn't find it in Aldi. They don't sell it. So I buy just regular broccoli and I eat them. And for example, next one, I want to eat the dumpling, the Chinese style dumpling. Can I make it? I think I could, but I'm not that much of a person. So I used to buy at Costco when I was in Costco member. We were a Costco member. And I kind of substituted with Costco prices way cheaper than Chinese market. So I substituted. And I also substitute anything I could. I like Thai pepper. I couldn't find it. I couldn't go to the Chinese market all the time, every week. I cannot go. So I kind of plant it in the backyard. So we're gonna go from there. So you see, I substituted layers by layers by layers. That is how we save the money, my best friend. Do you have the saving for those expenses? For example, like if you don't have it, for example, we need to buy the weed whacker. We don't have a weed whacker in our house. You know, the big lawnmower that we bought recently, I made the video about it, that I think it was like a do not ever go broke or something. I'll link it up here for you. And then we bought the big giant lawnmower, but then the little area that we cannot cut the grass, but we don't have a weed whacker. I am too not ready to buy the weed whacker because I want to finish paying off the student loan, and I want to make sure that everything is saved up for all the savings thing before I buy the weed whacker. So what we do is, instead of weed whacker, we use a glove and we're going to pick it up all this weed. And it's challenging for me, especially I have allergy with all these things. So yeah, so my husband really, really helpful on that one. My son does help too. So we pick up a weed with our hands. Those, the machine cannot go. So, but we're saving a weed whacker fan, weed whacker saving account to buy a weed whacker, unless somebody give us a free, usable, reliable one. So the last one is, money is a soldier. We as a commander or chief have to tell our soldier where the money should go and tell them that come back home alive and then grow, you know. I just like, I'm kind of like, what do you call, like, I have a pet peeve that I have this thing that I rather save and donate instead than I ever lost money to somebody who doesn't need it, you know, extra money. For example, like if you own the part of the Starbucks, you know, if you're the shareholder, you know, in Starbucks, then no, by all means, you go keep spending money over there because you're gonna be making money more than what you are spending it, hopefully. But if you do not own, I'm not talking about stock, just how many shares you own. I'm not saying that. If you are the major shareholders in that, you know, in that company, go ahead, do that. But unless you don't, please don't go and spend so much of your money into those company or the corporate company, because so that way they can hire more employees for themselves and buy another extra big house. So I am not okay with this. I don't know, I'm not okay with this. I'm okay with making money, saving money, and also donating to who actually need help. Because there are lots of people who can use our help. Even could be a week meal. It could be you know, chicken soup for them, you know. And but anyway, thank you so much, and I hope to see you next video. Have a nice day. Bye.